What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome to episode 29 of the Pentagon challenge with Guangzhou Hengda or Guangzhou. I keep interchanging between the two pronunciations. Does anyone know which one it actually is? Does it matter? I don't know. And now I'm just talking to myself. Okay, yeah. Today is the Champions League quarterfinal second leg game against Okayama FC. Now, if you watched the previous episode, you'll know what's coming here. But basically, I've already reviewed all these league results already, with the exception of line end, which was just a standard 2-0 win. So I'm not going to go into too much detail on that. But what I am going to do is talk about the first leg of the Champions League, which was a 4-2 win for us away from home. A really good result because away goals come into this, and I really can't see us conceding 4 goals at home to Okayama. So if we score, they really have to go out and, well, they'll need 4 goals basically if we score 1. So we are in a very good kind of strong position here. Zeus got a first half hat-trick this game. We went 3-0 up. They pulled it back to 3-2 and then Zhenlong replied immediately to make it 4-2 to us. We probably deserved to win the game. We were the better team throughout. This wasn't an easy fixture by any stretch of the imagination at home to Okayama. They are a very good squad in Japan. They're one of the kind of top 3 or 4 teams there. But going 4-2 up really gives us, I guess, a really kind of an upper foot going into the second leg. Which is at home, as I've already mentioned. We are pretty much at full strength, with the exception of a few players like Tong who aren't in the Champions League squad because they're cup tied. But anyway, as I said, first goal came very quickly actually. Zeus got a first half hat-trick this game, and that goal came after just 40 seconds into the first half. So that was a really good, I guess, opening goal for us. And the second came not too long afterwards, to be honest. We were 2-0 up after 15 minutes and we were looking really confident. Zeus has been a really kind of inspirational signing this year. Him alongside Hunso, because I had an ageing strike force. I wanted to kind of rekindle their partnership from Beijing IT. And originally I bought Hunso and wasn't going to buy Zeus, so I would have just had Hunso, the Korean forward. But then I decided to buy Zeus because I had the money to, and because I know he's a good player and he turns up and he's consistent. So I signed him in, and he didn't start immediately, but probably since, I don't know, a third of the way into the season, he's been starting a lot more regularly, and that all kind of started after he scored 5 goals in one game. And from then, he's just continued to absolutely score bag loads. I mean, he scored another 3 this game. He's averaging almost 2 goals a game, I believe. We'll check after this, but he's not necessarily the best striker by stats in the club, but he's the one who's been scoring the goals that matter for us. But anyway, we went 3-1 down. We were 3-0 up. We conceded 1 to go 3-1. And then we conceded again, which was slightly disappointing. This was a counter-attacking move by them. They were playing with kind of 3 forwards, and we really got caught on the break here. You can see kind of a 5v5 emerging, which really should never happen. And the ball does make its way to the back post, and Fukaya is there to head the ball in. So that made it 3-2, and I was a little bit, oh gosh, if we concede another one, that's really going to be bad stuff. But however, I guess fortunately for us, we scored almost near enough immediately from the restart. Zeus playing a vital role in this goal. Eventually the ball finds its way to Zhang Long, who just dribbles it past the keeper, really calm and composed, and able to finish it, which made it 4-2. And that's where we find ourselves going into this leg. So 4-2 up on aggregate, and away goals do count, and we scored 4 away. Just a quick look at Zeus's goals. They're not actually as crazy as I thought they were. He's got 18 goals nevertheless, which, I mean, 18 goals in 15 games, that's pretty... I wouldn't be complaining if I were him, put it that way. So he's a very good player. He's averaging almost 2 goals a game in the Champions League matches he's played. He's scored 12 in 11 in the league. But yeah, this is a big game for us. I mean, I covered the fixtures before, but just a little recap if you missed the previous episode. We're top of the league, we're 7 points clear with a match in hand now because Chengdu lost again. So the league is all but won really. If we win our next game, I can't see us throwing it away, which, I don't know, we're on for a treble now. We need to win this Champions League game and then we can really start to consider it, because we are in the FA Cup final as well. But anyway, enough rambling, let's get straight onto this game against Okayama. We are at home, 4-2 aggregate lead, we are comfortably the favourites. We've got near enough a full strength squad, I guess, for this game. The players have been playing really well of late, and it's just a case of carrying on the form. A few players are missing through injury and not being eligible to play who may well have started, but we have quality and depth here, so it's really about us pushing on and securing an all-important win here against Okayama. I'm just going to tell the guard against complacency. Players seem to gain focus with the exception of Conker. Pressure's off tonight. That did nothing. We'll leave it at that. Not a bad response. It's sometimes hard to get these kind of team talks right when you're 4-2 up kind of from the first leg, because it kind of depends on your players' personalities as much as anything. But it's still not a bad start. I mean, we go in 4-2 up. As I've said, if we score 1, they've got to score 4. So it's very much kind of like the kind of Zenit St. Petersburg, Liverpool kind of situation where we are 2 goals up from the first leg, and it's all about us really getting the first goal. And if we get that, then we should be good to go. I've not really checked to see who else is left in the Champions League. Hunso with the effort, Shimoshi with the save, but good pressure by us. I've kind of got it set so we press really hard against opposition teams. We have 5 in midfield and they are able to kind of close out play a lot of the time, and when we rush opposition players they make mistakes. Occasionally they'll pass through us and that allows them to get quite a lot of space. It's something that Southampton have been doing a lot. If you've been watching any of Southampton, you will have seen since their new manager came in from Spain, whose name I can't remember, and Hunso scores. But no, Southampton, like, they were a very good kind of passing team, but now they're starting to press teams a lot more, and it can backfire a bit if they can get the passes away and behind, kind of as you push, there's a gap there and they find the space. But very often at this kind of level where we're playing teams who are worse than us, they're a lot more likely to make mistakes. But that first goal, really good stuff for us, because they need 4 goals now, which, I don't know, if it gets to half time and we're kind of 1-0 up still, I may well just switch to defensive or contain or control, just kind of shut up shop as such. We don't need to go goal hunting anymore, because we have got this really good kind of commanding position. I want to say we're dominating possession. We're not necessarily dominating it, but they're not creating a lot at the moment. They've only had 2 shots on goal and we're a third of the way through the match here, and all the highlights have been us on the attack. We're on the attack again, passing move, Hunso there to Bowen spreading it left and no one's there. That's a bit of a waste. Was that a highlight in itself, or is this going to be another kind of chance from here? Nope, that was a pointless highlight. But I don't know, I mean, 3 at the back has certainly worked this year just because we have 3 such high quality centre-backs, but I really wouldn't recommend using 3 centre-backs without any wing-backs, unless you've either got a really good anchor man or you have complete faith in your back 3 to kind of outmatch anyone they come up against. Zeus, can you get the ball in? Can, but cleared. Zen Long with the ball in. Zeus is lurking back post if we want him. He's still lurking. Oh, Zan Long with the effort. Long range effort goes wide. Disappointing stuff, but can't complain too much. We look really good, actually. This is one thing that we've certainly done. There was quite a lot of pressure on me, I guess, when I came to Guangzhou to really succeed, especially after having finished second last year in the league, and they'd sacked their manager for coming second. I mean, there's quite a lot of pressure on you to succeed, but we've done a good job so far. And Zeus, kind of got to bury those, my son. They're the ones that can make or break it in big games. I mean, I don't think it's going to come back to bite us too hard this game. But on another day, that miss could be the difference between winning and losing. Looks like we're defending well, though, as a unit. We've got plenty of men behind the ball. They've had a shot just wide. That's been their first highlight of the game, and that's only their 3rd shot. And that's actually the first time they've had a shot on target. So I can't imagine their shots on target were anything particularly special. Long going to the book here. There's no point in getting booked here or sent off, because we're in the knockout stages now, so I can't remember what the booking rule is, how many yellow cards it is for a 1-match suspension, but it'd be nice just to keep our team at full strength if possible. I mean, they look so stretched at the moment, Okayama. They just look like they can't get close to us, and Hunso's there. That's a great finish, my son. That's his 2nd goal of the game. This is looking really good now. This is kind of epitomised our season in terms of performances. We've been really professional, and although we haven't necessarily defended amazingly, we've always pretty much been in control of games and been able to dictate the tempo and pace of them. And we've got another chance here with Jumin down the right. Wasted though. Was that a shot or a cross? I don't know. That was poor. And Okayama have gone more defensive. I don't think that's going to work for them because they now need 5. It's gone this game unless they can pull off the greatest comeback ever. Admittedly, I was 4-0 up against Beijing when I was Beijing IT a few years ago. I was 4-0 up after 52 minutes and I lost 5-4. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. That was like a once in a Football Manager kind of billion hours of playing time experience, and I don't think that'll ever happen again. But Jumin finding some space down the right. He's got a turn of pace, that guy, despite his age. Bowen to Zeus. Hunso's there. Hunso's on his hat-trick, let us not forget. And Zeus, wasteful, my son there. Let's get a better effort away. But looking at the stats, we are in complete control, which is really good to see. Just going to go passionate. I'm very pleased with your performance. Keep it up. Defensively, reluctant. Pressure's off tonight. Oops. Shouldn't have done that, Jack. You're a terrible person. I was impressed with how you controlled the midfield. I'm just going to stop. I suck at team talks, it would seem. It's because I'm a contradictive asshole sometimes. I'm just like, well done, lads, good first half. And then go up to the defenders and be like, you were okay, I suppose. I'm going to switch the replays to key just because this has been quite a long game and I don't want to make the episode too long. That's one thing, you know. Sometimes when you have highlights on key, they go really quick and then you put them on extended and you get like 10 chances in a half. And it's kind of about finding that middle ground. They need a new setting called... I don't know what it could be called. A new setting that's the middle ground, I don't know. But we're on the attack again here. Can we get the ball in? Zeus with the header. Saved by Shimoshi. Good save by him. To keep his team in it. Kind of. Not really. But no. We're looking really solid here. Like, we've played fantastically this game. This game's been a really good one, actually. 16 shots, 18 shots now, you know. We are in complete control and it's looking like the clock's just going to tick away here. I'm going to do a sub, actually. I don't use my subs enough. I tend to use my subs more as a tactical kind of thing rather than to rest players who might be a bit tired. Just do a few changes. There's no harm in just bringing on 3 players so it says that they've made an appearance. But Hunso's on the ball here, running at the defence. This is for his hat-trick and he buries it. That is a class finish by that lad. That is why he won Player of the Season in the league last year in China and Foreign Player of the Year and got the Golden Boot. He's just so... Hunso's like just... so fast and so composed on the ball. Like, there's not many strikers I've ever had on Football Manager quite like him in terms of just being really fast, really kind of strong. He's almost like a South Korean Lukaku. But anyway, 3-0 win, 7-2 on aggregate. Really good results. And that will see us into the semi-finals. Wow. Semi-finals of the Champions League really convincingly as well. Because of our league placement, it allows me to really rotate the squad and not worry too much I guess about players getting unfit. We can play second-rate players and do okay. Can I see who we've got in the next round? Okay, so we have Al Jazeera from the United Arab Emirates, and we play them. How long away? The 24th. That's a month. We've got a month until the first game, just about. A little under a month, actually. And then the next game is a week later. So, 2 big games for us, both midweek. I'm just going to have a look at their squad quickly. Year founded in 1972. Reputation is continental, so they're not a bad team. Let's have a look at their squad. General info, I'll just go to look at their most valuable player to see their kind of quality. He's their number 1 player, Khalid Salim Lashkari. We'll go with that. That wasn't a bad pronunciation attempt. We've got Mohamed Al-Sherry. Okay, these players don't look too special. Obviously, it's only half the story looking at how good their players are and looking at the value of them. But they've got quite an old squad. Wow, he's not a bad regen, though. Okay, it looks like they've got a few players to look out for, but not quite as strong as us. They've got a few wins on their way. Can we look at their league? Okay. Okay, let's look at their past run stages. Okay, so Sorry about this. I'm kind of curious. I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to look at these kind of weird things. So they beat Al Gahiria 6-4. So they were 3-4 down and they won 3-0 in the last leg. Who did they beat in the second round? They beat Al Nasir from the KSA. Is that Saudi Arabia? I don't even know. But anyway, I'm going to cut off this episode here, but just one other thing that I just thought I'd mention really quickly because I've just been reminded of it. Okayama was the team that knocked out Beijing IT, and I know that people might just want me to cover Beijing IT just a little bit. So Beijing IT, of course, the team we were formerly at. They're currently in 15th place, which is obviously really bad because it's looking like they're probably going to go down. But that said, they have got a few points of late, and they did indeed draw to Chengdu Blades, so that's a really good result for them. And they're definitely showing some of the fighting spirit that they showed when I was their manager. With 4 games left, 2 wins at the moment would be enough to see them safe. So hopefully that we can do that. Well, hopefully they can do that. I like the way I talk about Beijing with a we. I still have that kind of sentimental kind of attachment to them, just because, I don't know, like, they were like the first team that I kind of took from being an icky-bicky team, and I've only been at Guangzhou a few months, and it's not really my squad yet. And I don't know if it ever will be. I mean, a lot of the players I've brought in and stuff, but they're not necessarily my players. But anywho, I don't want to ramble for too long and get too sentimental. The next video will be the Champions League first leg, then the Champions League second leg will be the episode afterwards, and then I don't know where the final's going to slot in relation to the FA Cup, if we get that far, of course. So we'll have to work that out on the day. Other than that, guys, if you enjoyed the video, as always, smash the like button. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully we can win this Champions League now and get a treble, because we are in such an insane position. And other than that, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.